and I feel like I'm at a very low point in my life. This old and is pretty, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, what you gonna do about it?
Quite
Um,
literally, and that's the reality. There's nobody in this world that is gonna save you from the predicament that you're in. You have to save yourself. So yeah, he again. This is why like I feel as though that Fit does. I do like when he does these calls because yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Because that's the world that we live in. Like we could sit here, we could complain about the people who do us wrong and stuff like that, but if you're not gonna do anything about it, just shut the fuck up. And I'm saying it respectfully. FitXFearless makes guy cry while teaching him to man up. Okay. This just looks interesting. FitXFearless, so he's another red pill dude. I feel like he's more so on the realm of helping men improve rather than trying to hate women like Fresh and Fit and these other dudes, but he is kind of doing the approach of, you know what, focus on yourself. We're not here to hate women and stuff like that. He's more so taking that approach than the other ones from what I've seen, but I just want to see what he said to this dude to make him cry, if he did make him cry, because yeah, it just seems like an interesting video and I want to react to it. So let's get into it.
I have an addiction with pornography and it's terrible. And I've been trying to. I have an addiction with pornography and it's terrible. And I've been trying to fix myself for the longest. And while I'm still striving to be better, sometimes for 1 month, I went 1 month without watching, and I'm sorry, I'm emotional right now. I went 1 month without watching, and sometimes it just keeps coming back for no reason, no matter how well I do. And my parents, they didn't support me in the field, in like in the college field I took. It was really, I had nights of depression, trying to get better. And my friend introduced you to, he introduced you to me, and I was like, okay, this is somebody that could help me out. So I don't know the route I'm going to take right now. I'm still in the process of job hunting. For right now, I'm working at CVS making 12 an hour for
Yeesh.
right now. But yeah, that's the
Okay.
stage of life I am right now.
Okay. So as you know, I'm Nigerian as well. You like so.
Okay.
I still have the kind of like discernment and no nonsense mentality that Nigerian parents have, but I can
Yeah.
relate to newer generations. The
Yes.
problem is this, buddy. Your parents are right? Because I'm let me guess, they wanted you to go to school to be a doctor or a
They
lawyer or
wanted me
something.
to be like a computer science, cybersecurity, and I'm not into that. Like you can't. I
Yeah.
tried to get into it. It was too much coding and all that stuff was just too difficult. And they wanted me to take that route. And I felt like, psychology was a route that fits where, I'm good at. And it was difficult. They wanted me to be an engineering, nurse, doctor. So they felt like, okay, since your SAT scores and math was good, why don't you try the engineering route? And
Mhm.
no, I tried it for like 1 semester and it was pretty depressing. And I switched to psychology from electrical engineering. But yeah.
So your parents were trying to avoid, they were trying to save you from what you're going through now, which is no job in a year. So
Yeah, I get that, but this is something like that's very difficult, and I'm like you can't put somebody in a field where they're not passionate about because I understand that parents want me to be successful.
So just off rip, he's very much in a victim mentality. Just looking at him, because it's not even about. He's not even taking accountability for the position that he's in right now. Like I get it. What he's describing is no different from any other foreign parent. Because my parents are Trinidadian. I dropped out of school, but I dropped out of school and had a plan. Most people who do drop out of school, like if I'm being honest, most parents they don't really care what you do as long as you are productive and making money legally. So it's like you're telling them like, oh, I don't want to do this. Well, then what do you want to do? Because right now he's telling him like, yeah, they want me to be a computer engineer, a nurse, and all the different type of stuff, but I don't like that, which is fine. But then what are you gonna do? And he's over here talking about how he's watching porn and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to empathize with that, only because it's like your parents. They really do just want the best for you. Now, I feel like the approach of trying to force your kid to do something, I would never do that, and I don't think that that's the route that they should go. But what I will say is that this dude is 100% just latching on to the story of my parents don't want me to pursue my passion and I don't know what my passion is.
successful and all that. But
Mhm.
literally I can't do it because I know that I will not do well. It's so difficult. It's like putting me into like aerodynamics or something. I'm not good at that.
Yeah,
So I try
engineering
to
is hard. Engineering is hard, but the thing is, life is hard too.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
understand.
like you got to pick which difficulty that you go through.
Yeah.
So you're how old are you right now?
I am 24 right now.
24.
Okay, and you're still living with your parents?
Yeah, I live with my parents.
Okay.
Okay.
They haven't kicked you out?
Nah, they haven't kicked me out. They've been trying to help me. They even try to get like these pastors and everything to talk to me. And I understand they're religious and whatever, but I feel like I need more help than just 50 different pastors giving me the same advice. And it didn't work out. So
So
that's their approach they took. Like I told you, you know how African parents are. That's all they
your
did.
African parents are a lot nicer than most actually. Because
Mm.
You
because
think?
bro, they would have been kicked you out.
Yeah, they didn't kick me out because they see my dedication. But one thing that
To
I
what
try to
though?
open to them about while I'm struggling with all this is also my like porn addiction issues that carries
Gotcha.
over. Yeah.
Right. So these are all your responsibilities. Like it seems like you're
I'm trying to figure out what he's dedicated to because they're saying that they're giving him grace, but he's dedicated to what? Right? No slight to this dude, but right now the only thing that he's claiming that he's dedicated to is watching porn.
having a hard time with responsibility as a man. It comes across like the people you put yourself around. Stop with the emotional stuff. Take a
I'm
deep breath.
sorry.
Okay, you're a grown man, buddy.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. uh, it sounds like the people you put yourself around are not inspiring you to be a better man. That's just the reality. You're struggling with things that you can control.
Yeah, I understand that. Like I said, I've gone like literally a month without it, and I was doing pretty good. And then from nowhere, I started feeling lonely again, and it just catches up to me out of nowhere.
So I feel as though that the battle that most guys have with watching porn is them trying to just not watch porn ever. And do I feel like porn is bad? My answer might be different than the average person. Like I'm not gonna be one of them guys to be like, don't ever watch porn. But what I will say is that if it is to the point where it is hindering your productivity and you feel as though that watching porn is now making you feel, you know what I'm saying, like you're not feeling like motivated to do stuff, you're rushing home to go and rub one out, it's like at that point, it's like, okay, you got a problem. But if it's just like every now and again, it's like, okay, sure, whatever. And even him, he said he went a month and he's feeling lonely and stuff like that. It's like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. But it may be a big deal to him because he really wants to just be this pure or whatever. But that is a lot of pressure to put on yourself. That's what I would tell him. I'd be like, look, if you want to watch porn, like watch porn. I'm sorry. Because it's just like, it's really not that big of a deal. Because I'm always looking at stuff from like, the story that you tell yourself centered around whatever it is that you do is more important than the thing itself. Because like if I operate from the mindset of every time I watch porn, I make more money, and I wholeheartedly believe that, that is just what's going to manifest. But if I do believe that porn is bad, I'm a terrible person, I'm lonely, and all different sorts of things, it could be, you could get that same feeling from eating a donut. Like it's not the act, it's the story. And I feel like him not seeing that, he's just equating to porn being bad and it makes him feel lonely and he kind of goes down the spiral. But really and truly, it's not that big of a deal. But what is a big deal is him trying to figure out what it is that he's trying to do so that he could get out of his people's house and he can make bread and get himself out of this rut.
Nowhere
Do you
because it's
talk to
very
women?
lonely. I've talked to women in the past, but I'm from Houston, and these women here, if you don't have like a high body count or whatever, they look at you as like a bitch or whatever. So I
And that's also the problem with porn because I feel as though that porn kind of forces you it forces you to not socialize and you're not cool around women. That's the only thing that I will say that watching porn does, because even what he just said is bullshit. Like girls don't even know you kind of give off an aura of you are somebody who gets girls or you're comfortable with yourself and stuff like that. All it is confidence. Like the reason why girls like guys with a higher body count is because they have more confidence, more times than not. But if you're somebody who has less of a body count, then there's a lesser chance that you do have confidence. But I mean, I got friends who are virgins that are crazy confident, just like me. So it's like what he's saying is BS, and he's in Houston, bro. The girls in Houston. Let me tell you, I've never been, so I've heard.
I was scared to approach women because they all, they all have like the same mindset, and I was just scared to approach them. It's very difficult because of just the patterns I recognize, even when I was in school. So,
I don't think women in Houston want you to have a high body count. They just want you to not be a bitch. And you got that part right. They want you to have some confidence and not be scared of them.
Confidence. There you go.
So when is the last time you approached a girl?
The last time I approached a girl was around my year in college. So this was probably, and I tried to take her serious, but this was around September of 2023. But she called me a bitch and all that. Says I act like a scary person for no reason. I wasn't scared. I was just concerned. And ever since then, I didn't want no interaction with women anymore, which I guess leads to this constant.
Right. Yeah. So what you lack right now is personal responsibility. Your parents, the women in your life.
It's mad blame on everybody else. And that's what I said. That's the victim mentality. The victim mentality is it's everything around me. The first thing he said, you know what I'm saying? What are your parents like? He's like, well, I mean, I get that. Like your parents are trying to prevent you from this. Well, I get that, but they're trying to force me to do X, Y, Z. When was the last time you talked? When was the last time you talked to a girl? I mean, it's been since 2023, but it's mainly because like the girls in Houston are X, Y, Z, you know? And everything that he's saying is everybody else but him. So it's like being in that mindset, you can only just stay where you're at and just watch porn and just kind of be like a hermit to the world.
Life in general will not treat you based on how you think you should be treated.
Right.
It's based on the utility that you can provide as a man. No woman will ever have respect for you if they feel like you're soft, because women are attracted to strength. Nobody's going to give you a job. Slow down. Nobody's going to give you a job because you like psychology. If psychology is not a high paying field, nobody gives a fuck. So
I don't know how true that is. Psychology. Aren't therapists like, well, I don't know. I don't know how true that is. I mean, I feel like, again, I do everything from the spiritual aspect. Like anything that you want to make you money can make you money. If you are somebody who's into psychology, you could get creative and generate a business that makes you $1 million being a psychology major. Like I know therapists who go on tour and do all of this stuff and they generate a lot of income for themselves. It really just comes down to the belief that you have within yourself. So if psychology is the route that he wants to take, he could actually use that for something like this. Like I feel as though that psychoanalyzing people is a very profitable business. Like that's really what reaction channels are. But if he doesn't have the foresight or the creativity or the belief to do that, then yeah, he'll never make the money.
Sounds like you're struggling with reality. Like you're living in like a wannabe land, like a la la land, like a Disney fairy tale. Like
True.
you want
I
life
can
to
see
treat
that.
you a certain way, and that's just not the truth. So my advice to you is to start creating some utility for yourself. Start becoming something that has value to the world. All right. The porn thing, you're not gonna give it a porn unless you start to make it an emphasis to talk to women and get better. You're not gonna get a job.
And that's the reality of the porn addictions too, because it's like you only watch porn because you don't got a girl or you don't have like women. It's like when you get a girl, like it's not as often as you watch porn. Like you don't really do that. And if you're around girls or you go out, you have a social life and you're interacting with girls, you're just having sex. And when you have sex, you're not really watching porn. So, yeah, there's some facts there.
Unless you get skills, unless you have skills that make people want to give you money.
All right. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Are you done? I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it's good that you say that, like obviously approach women and all that, but and that's why I'm glad I'm talking to you, because my parents, they will say I'm demon possessed, that I'm a demon and this and that and all that weird shit. And
he very much, which I feel like most people are. Let me preface it with that. he is so attached to his parents' perception of him that he can't even step outside of that to develop like his own autonomy to be like, that's just not who I am. But there's a part of him that does believe that's who he is, which otherwise he wouldn't be as bothered by the stuff that they say. Because he didn't even bring up his parents and just now. And I'm talking about Fit. Like, he just brought up how he needs to go up and talk to girls. But it seems as though that this dude is just very much attached to the stories that have been told to him, and he's not developing his own right now.
It just offends me, and it's like it be my own parents calling me demon possessed just because of a porn addiction that men has had. And instead of helping me out, they bash me, they say all this shit about me, and it hurts. So I've
So
been trying my very best, and I feel like I'm at a very low point in my life this old, and it's pretty
yeah. So I mean, what you gonna do about it?
Quite literally. And that's the reality. There's nobody in this world that is gonna save you from the predicament that you're in. You have to save yourself. So yeah, this is why I feel as though that Fit does. I do like when he does these calls, because yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Because that's the world that we live in. Like, we could sit here, we could complain about the people who do us wrong and stuff like that, but if you're not gonna do anything about it, just shut the fuck up. And I'm saying it respectfully, because at that point you want to be where you're at.
What am I going to do about it? I might have to, like you said, take your advice and get rid of the people that I might not need to be around with. That's a negative influence, potentially.
Yeah.
And I also have to I know stepping out of the comfort zone. And the thing is, I had confidence until that last woman literally called me the bitch, and that just drained my confidence. And I didn't
She
feel.
called you a bitch. She called you a bitch because you acting like one.
Yeah, but like, okay, wait, what do you mean by I'm acting like one? Because I'm being compassionate, because I'm not being this aggressive dude.
You're being soft. That's what being a bitch is. But honestly, if a girl called me a bitch, I wouldn't take no offense to it, because I know I'm not a bitch. But you have to have a certain self-concept about yourself. I feel intrinsically he does feel like a bitch. So it's offensive to him, because he's like, why are you calling me what I believe that I am intrinsically? Now, I will say that some people do just not like to be called that. And I do feel like time and place for a lot of things. But yeah, like, being a bitch is really just you being soft. And girls don't really like that. And it's not to say that you can't be soft with your girl. I'm soft with mine. But you have to, there's a time and place for it. Like, you don't want to be a doormat. And I think that's more so what Fit is trying to get at. Obviously, he's doing it kind of abrasive, but that's kind of what's going on.
A bitch? Is that because that's what she told me was the reason?
Yeah, because you don't have no nuts. She's right. You don't have any nuts. You can't stand up for yourself. Please don't cry. It's okay, buddy.
I'm not finna cry. No, I'm not finna cry.
Okay. She called you a bitch because you're acting like one, bro. That's just the reality. Like, why would a woman women are attracted to strength? She wants a man that she can respect and that can lead her.
But how about those women that act masculine for no reason? Like, they think they the man, they think they control, they think like they the shit. No.
They not even really masculine, for real. They just lack guidance. That was toxic. But it's true though. Okay, there are some masculine girls. I'm not gonna say that there's not. But what I will say is, like, if you are centered within yourself, it's just noise. Like, it's not, like, girls just respect dudes who respect themselves and have a certain way about them that they're just like, yeah, I'm not going to let you walk all over me. That's just not going to fly. Then they kind of fall into just what they're naturally meant to be, which is feminine. That's it.
Don't deal with those girls. Don't deal with those girls.
And also, yeah, just don't deal with those girls. Like, you shouldn't be dealing with girls who are masculine. You don't need to worry about them. Just leave them alone.
But I'm gonna give you some harsh truth right here. Right? Most women are not gonna respect you if you don't know how to drop your nuts. You got to be a man. All this excessively emotional shit. It sounds like you just don't have a lot of emotional control, which is okay. You can work on it. Stop all this potty face. Please stop that. Take a deep breath, bro. You go to the gym?
Yeah, I do go to the gym. That's not really a problem. I took gym. I took a lot of gym classes, and I have a personal trainer, and he's been doing a good job. But
Okay.
This dude just need to get punched in the face one good time. And just be like, look, wake your ass up, nigga. That's pretty all that's happening.
I've been getting lazy a little bit because I had a shoulder issue, so I kind of took like a 2-3 week break. But
Gotcha.
yes.
So here's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
You got to drop your nuts. You got to create utility for yourself. You got to start standing up for yourself. You got to
What do
get
you mean by
active.
drop your nuts? I don't get it.
Bro, this dude, he's just like, he has such like a fragile, like, ego, bro. Like, he's just like he's so offended by the things people say. That's an exhausting place to be.
Sorry,
Like you have to carry yourself like you respect yourself.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, I appreciate
Wish you the
that.
best. Wish you the best, man.
That was depressing.
Guys, women are never gonna respect you if you act like a girl. They don't. You motherfuckers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the end of the video.
This gambling.
So I feel like that was a good video. My thoughts on the video. I feel as though that dude really. I feel as though that's honestly who most guys are on the internet who watch like red pill content and stuff like that. Like they're not dudes who actually go out and talk to girls and put themselves in position to meet women and stuff like that. Because if they did, they wouldn't have time to consume the content that they do to look at women from this, oh my gosh, they're so masculine, they're so mean, they don't respect men and all the different types of stuff. Like if you go out in the world, like there's a lot of nice girls. But I feel like what this dude basically is just a guy who he has this victim mentality. I don't know where his dad is in his life or if he had any men that he could look up to kind of tell him to be like, look, like you gotta man up. Like essentially, yes, it does suck when your parents don't believe in you or they tell you to do this or they call you all these things, but at the same time, who gives a shit? At the end of the day, you gotta wake up and decide who you want to be and prove motherfuckers wrong. Quite literally, like you could only cry about the position that you're in so much or so many times until shit changes. Like change your life, because you can change your life. And I think that most people, men included, they don't believe that they can, and whatever you believe is ultimately what's going to manifest. So this dude, like, he doesn't truly believe in himself, but it's not to say that he can't change that. I do appreciate FitX because I feel as though that he did listen to him and he didn't enable just what he's feeling. He's just telling him like, bro, don't cry, don't do the pouty face, like just, bro, this is where you're at. Like you're at your lowest point in your life, but you don't have to stay there if you don't want to. You just got to decide like, hey, I want to change my life and this is how I'm going to do it. So yeah, I think that was a dope video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see you on the next one.